in this video we're going to show how to replace a damaged blade that's already in a panel, how to remove it, replace the blade, and put it back together. First off, make sure the blades are unlocked so they move. Secondly, you're going to remove the cap from one end of the panel that does not have the blade stay on it. Remove the 4 screws. What we're using is a number 2 square drive to remove those screws. Slide the outer stile off, and then that will expose the spring cap for the blades. Once that's exposed, if there is another block in here, you need to remove that block out of there as well. Once that's exposed, you depress the pin, either with your finger or with a screwdriver, and once that's depressed, you can actually slide the blade out. Rotate the blades to where you can remove it completely from within inside the panel. At that point, you can slide that individual blade off of the cap on the other end. Once that's off, take the spring cap out, set aside the bad blade, replace the good blade. So now you're going to put the cap back in to the new blade, slide that onto the cap that's still in the panel. Make sure they're fully seated. Once they're fully seated, it might still be a little tight. Just have to work at it. Make sure that the new blade turns with all the other blades in the panel before finally putting it snapping it back into place. Once it's snapped back into place, it should sit flush and stay with the others. If it's not even, just take it out, get it lined back up, make sure it moves cleanly, and then replace everything else back onto the panel. Slide the outer stile back on, and then replace the end cap onto the stile with the 4 screws. Some cases the outer stile might be a little snug, so you might have to use some force to take it off and put it back on. Place all the screws. Ensure not to over tighten, or you could strip the screw, or you could snap the head off if you don't have a setting on your drill set to where it'll stop once it's seated. And that's how you replace a blade on a panel.